Mariela Mora. I am a leadership coach to online entrepreneurs and women of color who are corporate women, and I help them to break glass ceilings the same way that I did. Today I am doing a guest speaking appearance for MuleSoft. It's owned by Salesforce, for their global marketing team. So they have 400 people on their marketing team. I believe a little over 100 are going to be on the call today. And I'm going to be talking to them about how to reflect on the year and just ground themselves in gratitude and look forward and say, you know, who do you want to be next year? How do you want to show up next year? So it's really meaningful to me, especially because it's a marketing team. I'm a lifelong marketer, and now I'm coming in as a coach. So I feel like so much is coming full circle. I think I want them to walk away with a sense of perspective on how this year shaped them for the better. And the other is a clear idea of what's important to them next year and just ongoing and who they want to be. I think that's the main thing, is really just us coming together, taking inventory and just being like, all right, we didn't choose what happened this year. It sucked, and that's okay. Let's just collectively say this was a really hard year, and I can't claim to know what went on in everyone's life this year. So I think that's what it is. It's just looking back and being like, well, when else in your life did you not choose something? When else in your life was something really hard, but it shaped you to be the person that you are? And how can we like set intentions around that, like moving forward? Oh shoot, like this is happening.
How do I do this?
Yeah, it's just, but I feel good. I feel good. And yeah, I think it's going to be able to serve as like an example of like, okay, you can come full circle in something, because like I think about like how I applied to work at this company like a few years ago. I applied to work at a bunch of different tech companies. I got into final interviews at a lot of them, like final offer, stage. And it's kind of funny to be like, yo, I was like in the Salesforce building. I was reaching out to my friends being like, yo, like who's hiring, like at Airbnb, Facebook, Uber, Salesforce. All this was like going on a bunch of interviews last year. And it's just, yeah, it's just crazy for me to be going in and talking to a marketing department.
Yeah.
Like their whole marketing department, when I just came from marketing, and I'm going to be talking to them not even about marketing, which is in a way it's kind of more cool, because it's like I actually fully got to step away from it, and now I'm literally coming in and almost like life coaching everybody, which is pretty dope. So when we talk about gratitude, it's complicated. Our relationship status with this year is complicated. I don't know how I feel about it. There's things I love. There's some things that I'm just like, throw it in a dumpster fire. I really just don't want it. I just get it out of here. But I definitely had a conflicted relationship with gratitude. And what I mean by that is I grew up with immigrant parents. They literally didn't have enough to, eat sometimes. And that's why they came to the United States. And we were constantly, my sisters and I were reminded like, well, when I was growing up, it was just so hard, and you guys have everything. And, I was just so constantly aware of how much more I had than what they had. And I feel like sometimes in some of our families, there's almost guilt associated, like gratitude. It's like gratitude guilting. Like you should just be grateful for what you have. And so I wanted to kind of preface this today to say it's important to honor how you feel. It's important that if you had a hard year, like just say, gosh, this sucked, this was so hard. And then say, okay, but what can I take from this?
This was really great, Mariela. We really appreciate you for coming and talking to us today. If anybody here talks to anybody who missed today's session, Mariela's doing another session tomorrow specifically for our EMEA team. But if anybody is interested in joining that session, let me know, and we can add you to the invite.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yes, please follow me on Instagram. I get very a lot of crazy stuff. We'll get real personal on Instagram. So I would love if you guys would follow me. So I'm Mariela. I am a leadership coach, and the best way to follow me is on Instagram at Mariela Mora, where you can find out all about what I do, the craziness of my daily life, my daughter, and everything else in between.